Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Padstow. That's where we are today. I'm Jill, behind the camera is Roger, and we are Which Way Now? So welcome to Padstow. And today we're on the Camel Trail at the moment. This is an 18-mile cycle route that runs from Padstow through Wadebridge and up to Bodmin Moor. It's beautiful. I've walked it a couple of times and I've run it as well when I was training for the London Marathon. It's not as flat as you think it is, particularly going that way, but it is lovely. And in the summer, it's absolutely crammed with bicycles. Everybody wants to cycle this route in the summer. So this is the National Lobster Hatchery here in Padstow, and it might sound a strange thing, but actually it does really important work because lobsters and crabs on our shores are getting less and less, and this place takes pregnant females, looks after the eggs and increases the chances by 1,000 of tiny little baby lobsters actually surviving into adulthood. When they're big enough they get chucked back into the sea. And also the local fishermen know that they can't catch lobsters that are under a certain size. So generally everybody's working together to try and encourage and preserve the lobster populations. So this is Padstow Harbour. Like most traditional Cornish harbours, there's an inner harbour and an outer harbour. And actually what you can see here is there's quite an interesting gate on the inner harbour, which basically when the tide is going down they pull the gate up. It's a bit like a lock gate, and it keeps the water in the inner harbour so that the boats here are always floating, not like we have at Gissey where the water goes right out and the boats have to sit on their keels. You can do fishing trips from here, you can do speedboat trips from here, all sorts of things. So we're a few days early, but on May the 1st is the traditional Obios festival of Padstow, and that dates back to the early 1800s. And it's two stars of the show. There's the blue os, which is the new one, and the red os, which is the old one. And at about 10 or 11 in the morning, these two osses appear and they dance around the town, supported by local people dressed in white, covered in bluebells and cowslips. Nobody really knows why this festival began, or even where it began, because nobody can really date it earlier than the late 1700s, early 1800s. But actually it's amazing. About thousands and thousands of people come to see the Obioses every year, and it's quite a drunken festival, I think. But actually everybody has an amazing time. There's maypoles, there's dancers, there's music. It's just a general day of good spirits, I think.
Wind is playing with your hair. I'm watching it painting circles in the air. You're smiling at me like only you could do. Like a perfect dream, and that dream is you. The sun is lighting up your face. We stayed up all night and listened to the rain. Like music kept on playing like a drum. With you in my arms, I'm the lucky one. And I wanna spend the day making love 1,000 ways. Baby, every time we're kissing, I know it is forbidden, but I can't stop. No, I can't stop. Your body's on my body, I know you really got me, 'cause I can't stop. No, I can't stop. Even if I'm trying, I could never pull away. And when we
interesting place. We call it the second home capital of Cornwall. I don't know if it is or not, but that's certainly what it seems to be. And you have to have a lot of money to be able to buy or to build a home there as well. And there is a little ferry that goes from here across the river, and I think a lot of people go just to see all the nice houses on the other side of the river there.
I And when we girl, I can't stop. No, I can't stop. When we girl, I can't stop. No, I can't stop. Can't stop. Can't stop now.
We've just been looking in an estate agent, and I know Mevagissey house prices are high, but this is ridiculous. $415,000 for a one-bedroom flat. It's absolutely crazy prices here, and there's a 5-bedroom bungalow here for $2.1 million. Crazy prices.
And listen to the rain, like music kept on playing like a drum. I'm the lucky one.
There's lots of different types of shops in Padstow, all the touristy kind of shops you'd expect. But actually, here, it can be Christmas every day, because there's a Christmas shop as well, where you can buy all your Christmas things any day of the year. So we read somewhere that in the 1940s, actually in 1940 itself, Padstow was bombed, rather bizarrely, but only one bomb fell on the town, and apparently it destroyed a row of cottages here in New Street. We think it might be the ones behind us, because these look quite out of place compared to the others.
I can't get up alone, too heavy on my own. The world is moving on, I'm still standing here, searching for steady ground, a place to settle down. No reasons left to find. One day I'll change your mind, and it won't come easy, but I know it's worth the fight. And I will run across the rivers anywhere with you.
Padstow was actually mentioned in the Domesday Book, and apparently in the 1086 Domesday Book, it was owned by Bodmin Monastery, and it was worth 10 shillings, I think it was, something like that. It's obviously increased in size and prosperity quite a lot since then. There has been a port for copper, for tin, for lead, smoked fish, and also in the early 1800s it was a departure point for a lot of emigrants to Canada. And nowadays it's very much a holiday place, really, and there are a few working fishing boats but not many, and there is only one, I believe, shipbuilders left in Padstow as well. And we looked at the population as well, and it was 3,000 and something on the 2011 census. By the 2021 census it was only 2,000 and something, so I would dread to think what it would be by the next census. Probably a lot less than that with the amount of second homes here, I'm sure. So this is the main Rick Stein restaurant in Padstow. Padstow is also known locally as Padstein, because Rick Stein owns a cafe, a shop, a fishmonger's, a takeaway fish and chip shop, and a hotel in the town. But I'm sure he's done a lot of good for the place as well. And today we're at Watergate Bay. This is a beautiful, beautiful beach, absolutely amazing for surfers, and apparently it's one of the best surfing beaches in the world, not just in Cornwall. And the thing about this beach is it's privately owned. It's owned by the Watergate Bay Hotel. There's quite an interesting story that goes with that, which is the Watergate Bay Hotel opened in about 1900, expecting to cater for the influx of tourists that were starting to come to the West Country on the train. The sad thing was, though, the train from Newquay, the branch line here, never actually made it, so the tourists never really came. But there you go, it's a stunning beach, very busy in the summer, not nearly so busy today.
I try to figure out who I am, not sure what I'm doing here, and the days don't work out the way I thought they would. And before you there was no one who understood. Never found somewhere I fit in. Until I met you, I was feeling lost. But you're the one who can make it go.
So this is my mum's dog Teddy. Mum came down to stay with us for a few days recently, and she brought her new dog Teddy with her. He's nearly 2 years old, so he's just a big puppy at heart. And we found out that he absolutely loves the beach. As you can tell from the fact he's constantly wagging his tail and he just goes off to run around in the shallow water. We think he had an absolute whale of a time.
The one who saves me, the one who saves me.
I'm trying my best to hold on. It's not easy, but I'm